Let's look at Chapter 13, Lesson 4 Review, Algebra. Complete the table for the number sentence y equals x plus 3. So you're going to use that rule. Then draw a graph of the relationship. So if you look at your numbers, you're going to plug and chug into the number sentence they provided you. So they have -2 as your x, and you would add 3 to that to get your y, and your y ends up to be 1. You can see that relationship right here. So using that, we're going to move on, and we're going to start with -1. So I'm going to plug in -1 into the number sentence, so -1 plus 3, and I need to figure out what that equals for y. And I know that -1 plus 3 would equal 2, so I'm going to put a 2 there for my y. I'm going to go on, and I know that 2 plus 3 will equal my y. I got my 2 from here, and I'm using the equation right there. So I know that 2 plus 3 equals 5, so my y is going to equal 5 in that part. Again, I'm going to plug and chug. I have a 4, which I'll plug in for the x. 4 plus the 3 equals the y, which is going to equal 7. And then for my last one, I have 1 plus the 3, and I know that that equals 4. Using this information in the chart, I'm going to plot the points and then draw a line. So for the x, I have -2, so I go over to the -2 and up 1 to -1. Next one, I have 0 and 3, so I stay at the 0 and then go up to the 3. Then I have 3 and 6, so I go over on the x-axis to 3 and up 6. Put my dot. I have -1, +2, so I go to the left and then up to the 2. I have 2 and then 5, so I go over to the right 2 and then up 5. I have 4, so I go over to the right 4 and up 7. And 1 and 4, I go over to the right 1 and up 4. Now using these dots, I'm going to go ahead and connect them, and you can see that if I continued the pattern, it would fall on this line. Let's look at the geometry part. Find the area of the figure. The area of the smallest square is 1 square centimeter, so keep that in mind. So I know that I'm going to cut this a little bit, and I have a 2 by 5, so I know that's going to be 10. And then I know that there's 3 there, so 10 plus 3 is going to be 13. And I know that's 13 square centimeters. Remember, area, you're going to have squared units, so don't forget the 2. I'm going to do the same thing for number 3, where I'm going to cut it into different sections. And I know that this is going to be a 3 by 4, and to find area, I would take 3 times 4, and I know that would be 12. Then I'm going to cut this, and I can see that there's 2 boxes here. I'm also going to cut this, and I can see that there's going to be a 3 by 2, which is going to end up being 6 square units, plus the 1 here. Now I need to add up. 2 plus 6 is going to be 8, plus 1 more is going to be 9, plus 12 is going to be 21. So I know that I have 21 square centimeters.